Hello, I'm Roseanna, and today we're going to be talking about the art of doing the inner work, what the inner work means, and how it can transform your life. You may have read on the internet somewhere, or watched a video, or maybe been told by somebody, and I wouldn't say this is necessarily a compliment, that you need to do the inner work. This can crop up at any time in your life when you're trying to create some changes. Maybe you're frustrated at the results that you're getting or not getting. If you've been interested in personal development, spirituality, your spiritual growth and self-discovery, doing the inner work is a phrase that's thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean? Doing the inner work typically means to become aware of your internal landscape and to use it to create change in your external landscape. So many people walk through life with their eyes closed, believing that it's them versus the world. The world being the external reality that you see with your eyes, feel with your senses, and your mind, you, being the internal reality. This isn't true. Separation is an illusion, a simulation, the matrix, or Maya as it's called in Eastern philosophy. The truth is that your external reality, what you're perceiving, is a reflection of your internal reality. So if your internal reality is messy, then so will your external reality be. As within, so without. You are literally seeing a creation of your mind in every waking moment. If you are constantly worrying and speaking negatively about yourself and others, then it's no wonder that you aren't seeing the results that you desire in your business, in your relationships, in your life. In the words of Dr. Joe Dispenza, your personality creates your personal reality. Your personality is made up of how you think, act, and feel. It is your state of being. Therefore, your same thoughts, actions, and feelings will keep you enslaved to the same past personal reality. However, when you as a personality embrace new thoughts, actions, and feelings, you will inevitably create a new personal reality in your future. It all starts from within. So now that little lesson is complete, how do you become aware of your inner reality and begin to create change? The most important thing is self-reflection and awareness of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and the stories that you tell yourself on a daily basis. Most of your thoughts are on constant repeat, which is why you keep on creating the same results in your life, even if they look slightly different. So if you're not quite hitting that six-figure mark in your business, what are the thoughts that you're telling yourself, or the stories that you're telling yourself about money, about business, and about maybe how difficult life is? And when you start to cultivate self-awareness, you will be faced with some challenges. What you might notice is that people will trigger you more and you become more aware of the negative emotions, and negative not meaning bad, that you don't enjoy feeling. This is normal, and I advise you to welcome it in without judgment. Like I say, negative, it doesn't mean bad, it just is. Welcome it in with compassion. You will then be presented with opportunities that can appear as challenges to make conscious decisions to change your old patterns of behaviour and implement new ways of living that support how you want to experience your life. A mentor of mine and Jungian psychologist, Dr. Robert Maldonado, recommends that if you want to change a pattern of behavior, then you need to do the complete opposite of what you would normally do. This takes awareness of what you normally do and courage to do the total opposite of what you normally would. As you can imagine, it's easier said than done and will feel rather uncomfortable to your ego. So your ego, which has created your personality, your persona, and therefore your personal reality, will tell you that it isn't right because it's afraid of dying. So it will make you feel uncomfortable as you're creating these changes. Are you still with me? Because we're about to go a level deeper. So if you are ready, let's begin. But if you're not, that's fine. Pause the video, have a breather, come back to it when you are ready. So I'm somebody who's been in the personal development world for the best part of 10 years now. I've read the books, I've been to the seminars, I've done the rituals, and I've set and sometimes achieved wild goals without ever really understanding how to implement the knowledge that I was consuming. Does this sound familiar? I think that this is where it gets confusing, when you know that you need to do the inner work and understanding that it's not just reading books, you have to actually take action, because this is what confused me. I had the knowledge, but I wasn't seeing my reality change. I was just facing resistance. I kept experiencing the same patterns and same results over and over again. In my experience, the most effective way to make changes in your external reality, and this is what I have been through myself, is to do shadow work. So shadow work is a specific aspect of doing the internal work that focuses on exploring and integrating the shadow aspects of your personality and psyche. It's a concept that's rooted in Jungian psychology and often used in various forms of therapy, personal development, and spiritual practices. Here's how shadow work fits into the broader process of doing the internal work and how it can change your life. So, understanding the shadow. In Jungian psychology, the shadow refers to the parts of your personality that are unconscious or hidden from your conscious awareness. These aspects often consist of suppressed emotions, desires, fears, and personality traits that you may not readily acknowledge or accept about yourself because your ego didn't deem them safe when you were growing up, meaning that you were at risk of being rejected by your caregivers. The shadow can also contain cultural and societal conditioning that has influenced your self-perception. So, exploration and acknowledgement. Shadow work involves delving into your subconscious to identify the hidden aspects of yourself. This can be done through self-reflection, journaling, dream analysis, and I highly recommend this to be done with a trained coach. And then we come to acceptance and integration. Once you've identified your shadow aspects, your next step is to accept them as a natural part of yourself. This doesn't mean that you have to act on every impulse or emotion that you uncover, but acknowledge their existence without judgment, loving yourself wholly, deeply, completely. Integrating the shadow involves finding healthy and constructive ways to incorporate these aspects into your conscious self. Healing and growth. So this is where your growth comes in and the transformation happens. Shadow work is a deeply transformative process. By addressing and embracing these hidden parts of yourself, you can release pent-up emotions, resolve inner conflicts, and ultimately experience massive, profound personal growth, spiritual growth, and transformation. Ultimately, you then begin to regain your power as the creator of your reality and exercise actual free will rather than being controlled by the emotions and stories of your past. And this all equates to increased self-awareness. Shadow work deepens your self-awareness by shining a light on the aspects of your personality that you may have been avoiding or unknowingly denying. This increased awareness can lead to more authentic self-expression and a better understanding of your motivations and behaviors, how you want to live your life. This self-awareness and integrating your shadow drastically improves your relationships. As you work through your shadow, you may notice improvements in your relationships with lovers, family, friends. And this is because acknowledging and integrating your shadow can lead to better communication, empathy, and you're no longer projecting unresolved issues or unconscious personality traits onto other people. So many people view shadow work as a spiritual and emotional journey, which it is. It leads to a greater sense of wholeness and inner peace, a deeper connection to your true self. Disclaimer: shadow work can be really challenging and emotionally intense. It involves confronting parts of yourself that you may have long ignored or suppressed. And as I mentioned before, your ego finds this incredibly uncomfortable. Some people choose to engage in shadow work independently, which is okay while you're beginning and maybe understanding. But I highly recommend that you engage in shadow work with somebody who has expertise in this area. Somebody who can guide you through this, as your ego will play mind tricks with you and you may need some support when these challenges appear particularly real. Bearing in mind they're not real, it's an illusion. Your internal reality creates your external reality. Overall, shadow work is a really valuable component of doing the internal work. It helps you uncover and embrace the full spectrum of your personality, leading to greater self-awareness and personal development. It goes so much deeper than understanding your limiting beliefs ever will. And as a side note, I really recommend developing a meditation practice to help you regulate and integrate as you make these changes in your life, because it creates profound changes that you cannot really see straight away, but it feels lovely. When you're going through this, meditation is like a hot bath for your mind. Doing this type of inner work, other than an ayahuasca ceremony, is probably as deep as you'll go for lasting transformation and reclaiming your power in life. The results being creating a life beyond your wildest dreams, where the possibilities seriously are endless. If you want to get started on doing the internal work, then I invite you to download my powerful consciousness expansion meditation. You cannot find this anywhere else on the internet. And my mini training series that invites these lasting results into your life. The link for this is in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and it resonated with you, then be sure to subscribe and leave a comment with your biggest insight or takeaway. I greatly appreciate your ongoing support and I'm here to support you. The links for any events that I have coming up, such as live meditations, group coaching, or how you can book a private coaching session with me, are below, so check them out. Lots of love and I'll see you next time.